Hi, Todd Phillips here, REjournals. I'm our fearless CFO and our webinar host. If you've seen one of our webinars during COVID, probably saw my mug. I also have a show called Power 30. It's kind of a podcast we do with real estate leaders. This is a series of videos about how to use our new back end. We're providing you more ways to network, more ways to market than anybody else in the industry. You're going to love this system. On these videos, you're going to see there are 4 different types of people that are going to get emails from us on how to customize their experience. If you're an attendee, you're going to get an attendee portal, okay? Allows you to customize what you look like to other attendees, speakers, exhibitors, anybody else in the business. Sponsor portal. So if you're a sponsor, where's your logo going to go? Which logo are you going to use? You can control where it goes, what it looks like. Also, there's other marketing things you can do. Thirdly is the speaker portal. So if you're a speaker, you want to upload your PowerPoints, make sure your headshot's right. Make sure your bio is on there, your phone number, your email, if you want to show that to people. Any other tools that you need, they're in the speaker portal. Lastly is the exhibitor portal. So we have virtual exhibit booths. You can customize that. Look for the exhibitor portal. So all of these videos are going to go in order. Let's fast forward to them by checking below, or if I'm pointing the right direction, that's where the playlist is. So each of these videos is available in chunks for each of those. Lastly, I want to tell you, where does this information show up? I went into my portal, I updated it. It goes into 4 different spots. Okay, number 1 is our marketing emails. If you're a speaker or a sponsor or an exhibitor, your stuff's going to go in the marketing emails. Number 2 is our website. So when people look at a marketing piece and they can't decide if they want to go to the event or they just want to register, it's going to show up in our website. We call it the landing page. That's got all the information about the event that people can learn more. Third place it's going to show up is our virtual day of the event portal. So we sometimes call that virtual portal. Sometimes you'll see it called virtual lobby. That's where people that are not at the event are going to watch the event and interact with the event so that they can send each other messages, send you messages, see who's all there, learn about it, download PowerPoints, rewatch a panel after it's over. All those kinds of things are available in the virtual portal. Last thing I want to tell you about is our mobile application. Pretty much everything that's in the virtual is going to be in the mobile app. The mobile app does not stream the Zoom very well. Okay, so if you're at home, use that virtual lobby. If you're at the event, that's when you want to use the mobile app, because the mobile app will show you who's all attending. It has information about the speakers, the sponsors, the exhibit booths. Sometimes we're going to have games where you get prizes for visiting exhibit booths, either virtually or live. All that stuff right there in our mobile app. On with the show. Portal. So you should have gotten an email that said, here's the link to your sponsor portal. When you find that, this is what you're going to see on your screen. First up, information. Do I have the right event? This is for downtown development. The name of your event should show up there. If it doesn't, give us a call. We got you in the wrong portal. Next up, edit profile. This is where you're going to see the name of your company, tagline, organization, all that stuff. This is your chance to customize what people see about your company as a sponsor. First thing, organization name, can't change that. If we screwed that up, let me know. We will fix it. Next up, tagline. This is going to show up just about any place where your company's name shows up. So enter in whatever your tagline is, not your ordinary law firm. Whatever your tagline is, that's the spot for it. Next up is the description. Not enough people do this. Put in a nice description about what you do. Keep it brief, because people might be reading it on their cell phones, or they might be looking through multiple profiles. You only have a minute of their time. Contact information, I would recommend not worrying about filling this out because there are better ways to do that. I'll show you in a minute. Links, these are super helpful, okay? The thing about these links, you'll see that Avis & Young has website, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube video. These are going to show up in different ways, but every one of them you have to have HTTPS in front of, okay? In some cases where it's a button, where somebody like Facebook, Instagram, website, they're going to click a button, they'll be taken to your website, needs to start with that, or that link is not going to function. Okay, in this case, the one caveat that I want to throw in is the YouTube video. That will actually bring your YouTube video into the system. The key here, and I hope you can see this, my head's not in the way, is it's got youtube.com and it's got the word watch in it. If it doesn't have the word watch in the title, it's not going to work. So in order to get your YouTube video into FeedLoop, you need to copy it from the right place. So here's a nice looking video
One of the
that we
things
made
that I
for one of
think
our
we need to
speakers, Bob Lux. Instead of clicking the share button here, you don't want to do this because this doesn't include the word watch. You need to have the word watch in it. If you look up top, this says YouTube watch $V. Now that's the phrase that you want to see in there. So copy that, paste that, put that into your sponsor portal, okay? Right here in the YouTube section. Just make sure it has watch so it'll work perfectly. Click on Save Profile. You don't click on Save Profile, it's not going to make its way into our system, okay? Edit Design. This is the second thing you want to do. This is where you can go in and put in your logos and your thumbnails and your banner. I'll show you what banner means in a minute, but banner will go across the top of the screen in some cases wherever your stuff shows up, but if you don't include a banner, then your thumbnail, or I'm sorry, your logo will go in that spot instead. So you do not have to upload a banner, okay? Announcements is just for the event. Don't worry about it. Download event application. If you're a sponsor and you want to see what the event app looks like, or you're at the event and you want to get into the app, you can go here, click into the iOS, the Apple, or the Android. I recommend not using Visit Web application. I recommend using the virtual portal instead. And I'll show you where that is right now. Okay. This is what our website looks like. So once you've entered all the information in your sponsor portal, I'll show you where it's going to show up here and what it's going to look like to our audience. First of all, we have our event header, hero image we call it. Got all the pertinent information. People scroll down, they see who the speakers are. It's really cool. Flips over, shows their name, where they work. Countdown here, this event's already happened, so it's zeros. But here's the first place where you're going to see sponsor logos. Depending on your sponsorship level is the hierarchy of how we're going to list them on our homepage. This will also be nearly identical on our promotional emails and on our promotional other sources of promotion. Next up, somebody clicks on sponsors. Now you can see where this Avis and Young showed up. See they didn't have a banner, so their icon showed up here, their logo. Their corporate sponsor indicates that here, company name. Here's that YouTube video, okay? These are the links when you saw the website, HTTPS, the Twitter, the LinkedIn. That's all right here. They click those buttons, they go to your website, they go to your LinkedIn. But that video makes its way into here. Somebody can come in here and click play. They can see a video about your company. That's sponsors. You should have received an email that said launch your speaker portal here. Click on that. That's going to bring you to this screen. You're going to see, first thing you're going to see is information. If this is the event you're looking for, this is Downtown Development Summit, you get the wrong one, you're in the wrong portal, give us a call, we'll fix that. Next thing is my profile. This is Abe Appert's profile. Sorry, Abe, for picking on you, but you were first in the alphabet. So Abe's got his first name, last name. If there's an error there, you can change that. Email, you cannot change. That's a unique identifier. Your title and organization, here's where you can change that. The most important thing here, in my mind, is this About Me section. It's your bio. So copy and paste your bio from your LinkedIn or from your corporate materials, whatever you want, or type something up. Hey, I'd like to meet you at the break, and this is what I do. People get creative in this area. But it's important to note that this is the only really visible place you can put your phone number and your email address if you want other people who are at the event to see that and get that information. So I put it at the top of Abe's bio here so you can see that, and then copied and pasted the bio. Picture. If your picture shows up here and you like it, you're happy with it, it looks good, then just leave it. But if it's not, or it's not one that you like, you can click Browse here and add a different picture if you like. Okay, below that, contact. Personal website, Twitter, organization website, LinkedIn. You can see there are two things for Abe here. Org website and LinkedIn. These are going to create buttons on every place where Abe shows up, where his bio shows up. A button to access the website and a button to access your LinkedIn. Okay, so that has to start with HTTPS or HTTP. Right, that's the key there. Make sure you do that. And then don't forget to save profile. If you don't save your profile, it's not going to go into our system. Okay, a couple more quick things about the speaker portal. Panels. This is where you can see the panels that you're on if you're on multiple, and the other people that are on your panel as well. See the bullet points that you're supposed to talk about and the title of your panel. Assign tasks. If that happens, you'll see them there. Session files is another important point. If you have PowerPoints you want to use during your presentation, upload them here. Then people can download them, and also us as staff, we can download them, have them ready for you at the event, whether that's virtual or live. Announcements, same thing. You'll see announcements come through day of the event. And last but not least, download event application. Okay, so if you open this on your phone, you'll see iOS and Android. Okay, that's open it on your Android phone. Click that button. You're going to get brought to the Android app. Visit web application. That's something different entirely. I don't recommend using that. I'm going to recommend you go to the virtual portal instead. Okay, now I'm going to show you what this stuff looks like to the audience. First up, should have gotten a home here. Home, this is the home base for our downtown development. So people who are coming to watch or watching online see this, oh, this is an event I want to attend. They scroll down, they're able to see all of the speakers. Here's Abe Appert. The card flips over, you can see his name, his company, and there's those two buttons where it says LinkedIn and his company website. And you see your Abe's logo shows up. The only way to get your logo to show up is for people that are sponsors, that are also speakers, or speakers who have bought our speaker kit. If you're interested in that, look me up. Okay, this is a countdown. These are the sponsor logos. All right, next up I want to show you what the speakers look like. So here's Abe's bio, pops right up because he's first in the alphabet. Again, here's his LinkedIn and website. Here's his bio. That's where you can see his phone number and email address. You can do that for any of the speakers. All right, now I'm going to go on to panels. Here's where people choose what they want to watch. In most cases, our panels are successive, one after the other, but sometimes they run concurrently and people are going to have to pick. Okay, so now you can see panel 1 is these speakers, all things downtown. Panel 2, this is where Abe is at. He's on panel 2, and here's where people can see what he's going to talk about. I click on Abe, and it's going to go to the speaker section, again, where we showed you where his bio is. Last but not least, I want to show you what it looks like in the virtual environment. If I were to click on Access Virtual Event, I've already done that. Here it is. This is where people are brought to this first screen for watching virtually. You can see this event's already occurred. So there's a video here, a replay of that event.
Well, thank you, Steve, and good morning, everyone. How are you today?
You can come in here and rewatch what he said. Okay, and all of the panels are there. This is Abe's panel. You can see his picture shows up again here. This Learn More will be activated if you have your bio uploaded. Only if you have your bio will people be able to see that and click that. And again, speakers, now you can see this is a very clean look. We've got Abe's logo here for his company. You can see website, LinkedIn, and his bio again. Here's a very important part of this, is this start chat. So if someone's in the audience and you have your cell phone on or you have your notifications activated, you can chat with somebody in the audience, whether they're live or whether they're a virtual audience, and they can chat with you. If you have your notifications turned off, you won't see that until you open up your app and look at it. But you might, hey, let's meet at the break. Sounds good. Okay, last but not least, networking. So everybody that's at the event, whether they're working a booth, whether they're speaking, whether they're staff, will have something in here. Very similar. Abe's bio, headshot, and the start chat button are going to show up in there. That's our speaker portal. Thank you. Exhibitor portals. You should have received an email that says Exhibitor portal. You click on that portal button, it's going to bring you here. Don't confuse this with sponsor portal. You need to fill out both of them. If you're both a sponsor and an exhibitor, they show up in different places in our system. I'm going to show you exclusively where the exhibitor stuff shows up. Okay, so this is your portal information. Make sure you got the right event. This is downtown development. If we've got you in the wrong event, you got the wrong link, let me know. We'll figure that out for you. Next, click on Edit Profile. This is where you see your organization name. You can't change that. Only I can change that in the back end. That's a unique identifier. If I've got that wrong, let me know. I'll fix it. Tagline. This tagline is going to show up just about every place where your organization name shows up. It's nice to have a tagline that lets people know briefly what you do. In this case, the next up is sort of your bio or your organization description. Bridgewater went in and put this in themselves. It's nice and short. It's succinct. Shows people what you do. They can read it fast. They did throw in a marketing email. I don't think you have to do the contact here and the email here because the people working your booth will have their contact info up and in sync with their stuff. So this isn't necessary. Belt and suspenders approach maybe. Next up is the links. So these are going to create buttons in your profile. Okay, the website, that's great. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. The unique one here is YouTube. If you do a YouTube video, I need to make sure it includes the word watch in the title. I'm going to show you an example on YouTube. So here's a video we made. Bob Lux, outstanding speaker. If I go to share and use this link, that's not going to work in our system, okay? So ignore that I did that. You need to go up here into the search bar and you'll see that it includes the word watch, V. It has to include that or it's not going to work. So I can go in here, copy that. I go into Bridgewater and I paste the new one in there. I hit save. Don't forget to hit save. If you don't, it doesn't end up in our system. And bang, it's been updated. Okay, so now when we get to look at this on the other end, you'll see I have a different YouTube video there. Edit design. So Bridgewater does a nice job of this, putting in their logo, their thumbnail, and their banner. Okay, if you don't enter a banner in, just like in Sponsor, that's okay. Put your logo. Your logo will automatically show up. This has a nice preview thing. The virtual booth does preview on the side, so when you're entering this, you can kind of see what it's going to look like. Promotional video, same thing too. I wouldn't use this. I'd use the YouTube video. It's cleaner, it's easier, and it works better for people when they do it. Managers and tickets. Here's where you can assign managers. We will still help you do the tickets for your comp. So just work with your event planner on that. File uploads. So here's where you can upload PDF. Maybe it's a white paper. Maybe it's something that would normally be a trifold brochure. Whatever you want people to have access to that come to your virtual booth. Okay, so put those there. Announcements, that's for us to make announcements towards you. And download event application, just like just about every place else we have. We're pointing you as to how you can get to see the app. So you open this up on your phone, an Android or an Apple. Click on one of those buttons, it'll take you to the mobile app. You can see how your stuff looks there. I don't recommend using this Visit Web application. There's a better way to access the virtual environment on your computer. I'm going to show you that next. Okay, so now let's look and see how this stuff looks to the customer. This is our front-facing website. This is where people go to decide, am I going to attend this event? Am I paying? Or am I not interested in this? Downtown Development. This is in Minnesota. Now we've got all our speakers' headshots. You can see here. There's Abe Appert. We used him in an example earlier. And his company. And he's got some buttons there for his LinkedIn and his corporate website. Countdown to the event. This event's already occurred. Again, here's sponsors. So if you're a sponsor, your logo is going to show up here. If you're both a sponsor and an exhibitor. I want to show you exhibitors, however. Okay, this event didn't have as many exhibitors as it had sponsors, but here's our Bridgewater Bank a virtual exhibit booth. You can see their banner showed up there, and now their video, this is a different video than what they had, shows up here, got the Bob Lux. And here's their bio, and here's someone I was talking about working the booth. So Bridget's contact info is in here. You can see where their address showed up, but also Bridget. So if I want to make contact with Bridget, click on her and I can get her contact information. Okay, now I'm going to show you what it looks like in the virtual event. So now I'm in the virtual exhibit hall. This is what people will see day of the event if they're experiencing it. Similar on their phone, but especially if they're on their desktop at home or in the office. Again, you can see Bridgewater's banner here, and here's these buttons. All of these lead to their LinkedIn, to their Twitter, to their website, to their email, their bio. And in this case now, you can actually chat with Bridget. If Bridget's at the booth live and somebody's watching remotely, they can click this, chat with Bridget as if they were there. Also, people in the audience that are sitting watching a panel can say, hey, Bridget, can we talk at the break? Okay, so that chat function is there for you to use at your discretion. That is the exhibitor portal. Please use it. So if you received an email that says, here's your attendee portal for this event, this is what you're going to see when you click on that link. Up here, you see profile. This is the most important piece. This is really the only piece you need to be in. But first thing, am I in the right event? Downtown Development. Yep, that's the one I signed up for. If it's not the right event, let us know. You're in the wrong spot. Okay, first name, last name, can't change that. Those are unique identifiers. Let me know if we spelled those wrong. I'll help you fix it. Title, organization, you can fix that. Accessibility, dietary requirements. Usually we just have bacon, eggs, and hash browns, so not much I can help you out with there. Okay, this is the most important section, about me. This is your bio. So this is the only place where you can go in and enter your phone number and your email address where other people can see it. Okay, so if you want them to see it, enter that in here. And then I just went in and copied and pasted my bio from my LinkedIn profile. You can get it from wherever or do whatever. You can type something in there like, hey, looking forward to the show. Hey, reach out to me, contact, let's have coffee. Whatever you want to put in this about me section, people will be able to read. Next up, picture. If you see your picture there already and it's good quality, you want to keep it. If it's not, just browse your computer, choose the file, and it'll show up there. Okay, I'm going to show you what this all looks like to the audience in a second. Lastly, website, Twitter, LinkedIn. These are buttons that are going to show up on your profile. If you want people to be able to go to your company's website or to your LinkedIn, put that in there. Don't forget to save profile. If you don't save it, it's not going to be in our system. Okay. You can also go here and see your purchases, make sure you didn't overpay or double pay, whatever it is. Last but not least is download event application. Click here. So if you're on your phone at the event and you forgot to download the Android download, go here, download the Android, open it up. It's going to bring you to our mobile app environment. Okay, I recommend not using Visit Web application only as a last resort. If you're trying to watch this on a tablet or a phone or something, that might work, but I recommend only using this for the web. Okay, I'm going to show you then what this looks like to the virtual viewer. So now we're inside our event, downtown development. This is our live event, our panels. Now, if this is going on live, you're going to see a live video show up here. This event's already occurred, so this is the rewatch. Here it is right there. Boom. Get to see neat stuff. There's Mayor Fry.
Thank you, Steve, and good morning, everyone.
And you can rewatch the event, and these are the panels. But what works here for you and why this matters to the person with the attendee profile is this networking button. So I click on networking, and I want to see who's here. Oh, hey, Abe Eppert's here. Alan Davis is here. Who else is here? Oh, Brent Erickson. That's awesome. I could start a chat with Brent Erickson. But you'll see Brent hasn't filled out his profile. I went ahead and filled mine out. And now you can see from the back end, this is what it looks like where I put my phone number and my email address and my bio. This is going to show up any place, whether it's on the mobile app, whether it's on the virtual, or any other spot where people are able to click on your name. And this is an important feature here, the Start Chat. So if you want to chat with somebody else, you got to go find them, click Start Chat. If they've got their mobile on, they're in their app, it'll pop right up and you can start a chat with them. If they've got their notifications on, it'll let them know. If they don't, they're not going to see it until they open the app next. But this works great if somebody's remote and watching virtually and you're live and you want to chat with them because you happen to see that they're also at the same event. You can use this feature. If they're at their computer and you start a chat with them, they're going to get a notification. Hey, so-and-so wants to chat with you. So again, I got my LinkedIn here, link to my website. It tags me as a speaker and an exhibitor because I do all things. That is your attendee portal. I encourage you to fill it out thoroughly every time for every event and use it to your advantage because you'll be able to create more and better networking. Thank you.